Hello, darlings. You're welcome to Z Star Africa, your home of sizzling drama recaps. Let's dive deep into the long-hidden secrets, life-changing decisions, and emotional betrayals in Soulmate's upcoming episodes. Hidden truths that have stayed buried for years have finally come to light. Truths no one ever saw coming. As Sachin and Sayali uncovers the bitter secret of Roshni's past, the question is, what will they do with this truth? Will they destroy Roshni's world, or will they protect her secret? And just when the dust seems to have settled, Sachin and Sayali make a decision that will change Roshni's life forever. What will be Roshni's fate after this? This drama comes with shocks and thrills. Believe me, you don't want to miss a single moment. Please like and turn on your notifications for more of your favorites. It only gets more interesting. Let's dive in. It all begins with Sayali feeling deeply sad and disappointed in Sachin. She had poured her heart into preparing a special meal, a new recipe she just learned. The entire family couldn't stop praising her cooking, even Renuka did. But Sachin never did, the one person she wanted to impress. His only focus was a business call, showing no excitement or appreciation. Meanwhile, Roshni receives a warm call from her son Krishna, who reminds her of his upcoming birthday. He's full of excitement, telling her how much he's looking forward to her visit. Roshni lovingly promises to be there to celebrate with him. But when Tejas overhears and questions her, she quickly dodges his curiosity, careful not to reveal anything. Elsewhere, Renuka vents her frustrations to her friend Shakuntala. She complains about Tejas's changing habits, Riya and Roshni's disrespect, and the fact that no students are joining her dance class. Shakuntala advises her to reduce the fees to attract more learners. The suggestion sparks a little hope in Renuka's heart. Later, Sayali confides in her friends about Sachin's silence during breakfast. They encourage her to ask him directly how he felt about her cooking. That night, when Sachin returns and asks for dinner, Sayali quietly says she hasn't cooked anything. Looking at Sayali, Sachin realizes something is wrong. He questions her about what the matter was, and Sayali opens up about her disappointment. She admits she had even made a little challenge among her friends about her husband's appreciation, but his indifference crushed her spirit and made her feel defeated. Hearing this, Sachin's tone softens. He explains that he didn't praise her food because it's always delicious. He never imagined she'd need to hear it again. His words melt Sayali's heart. She smiles, slips into the sari he brought, and kisses him gently on the cheek. Sachin feels joy seeing her happiness and charm. The next morning, Sachin shares good news. Panditji has blessed the family, saying a new member will soon join them. Renuka, with her usual bias, jokes that the new member must be Roshni's father, making Roshni uneasy. Riya clarifies that Panditji probably meant a baby, and the entire family lights up with excitement. Paresh lovingly says he will adore the baby, no matter which daughter-in-law brings it into the family. The mood shifts when a parcel arrives containing a child's blazer. Renuka insists on opening it since the label is unreadable. Sayali and Sachin think Roshni ordered it, and Roshni hurriedly claims it was a mix-up with her order before leaving the room, clearly shaken. In private, Roshni breaks down. The blazer was meant for her son, Krish, whose birthday is near. Her pain grows heavier as she hides her identity as a mother, torn between love and fear of judgment. Later, Roshni visits the market to buy toys for Krish, but unexpectedly runs into Renuka and her friend Saku. When Renuka questions her, Roshni lies that the toys are for a client. Trying to change the subject, she pays for Renuka's dresses and takes them both to an expensive restaurant. Elsewhere, Akash angrily throws a blank check at Riya, accusing her of letting her mother meddle in their marriage. His harsh words leave Riya heartbroken, deepening the cracks between them. On a brighter note, Sayali encourages Sachin to learn some basic English for an upcoming competition. At first, Sachin feels reluctant and uninterested, unsure about starting from scratch. But Sayali's support and faith in him slowly inspire him, and he begins taking small steps to improve himself and prepare for the challenge. Meanwhile, Roshni arrives in the village to celebrate her son Krish's birthday. The moment Krish sees his mother, he runs into her arms, overjoyed. Roshni gifts him a stylish suit and coat, making him look charming and special. She organizes a lively birthday party with decorations and games, ensuring Krish feels truly celebrated. Later, Sachin and Siali make a surprise visit to join the celebration, catching Roshni completely off guard. Nervous and unsure, she hides instead of greeting them. Her absence at key moments, especially when Krish is about to cut his cake, leaves the little boy anxious and disappointed, dampening the joy of his special day. Roshni's mother watches with regret, saddened by the distance between mother and son. Observing Krish's unhappiness, Siali and Sachin speak with Roshni's mother to understand the situation. Supriya confides in them, revealing the painful truth. Roshni is Krish's mother and her daughter. Sachin and Siali are dumbstruck and can't process the truth they just heard. But Supriya further explains that Roshni was forced into an unhappy marriage to settle a family debt, and after giving birth to Krish, she left the village. Krish has grown up without either parent, as his father passed away early, and Roshni has struggled with her own challenges. Siali feels deep empathy for both Krish and Roshni, who has silently endured pain and sacrificed her own happiness to protect Supriya Devi's dignity and family honor, understanding the emotional pain they both carry. Sachin, however, struggles to accept Roshni's distance from her own child, his anger and disappointment evident. Supriya Devi, overwhelmed by the situation, pleads with Siali and Sachin to keep Roshni's secret safe and not confront her with it. Sachin agrees, recognizing the sensitivity of the matter. As Krish's birthday celebrations begin, Sachin and Siali prepare to cut the cake with him. But Krish struggles to enjoy the moment without his mother. Secretly watching from outside, Roshni's heart aches as she realizes she can't participate in her son's special day due to the unexpected arrival of Sachin and Siali. She quietly wipes away her tears, hiding her sorrow. To cheer Krish up, Sachin and Siali sing a lively song, lifting his spirits enough for him to enjoy the party with his friends and guests. Although he notices his mother outside, he keeps her presence a secret, staying true to a promise he made to her. Once the event ends, Sachin and Siali leave, and Roshni finally steps forward to meet Krish, emotional over missing the chance to be by his side during the celebration. On the way home, Sachin reflects on Krish's situation. Seeing a child with a mother yet deprived of her love reminds him of his own lonely childhood. Moved by compassion, Siali suggests they adopt Krish to ensure he feels loved and cared for. Sachin, touched, realizes he had been thinking the same. However, both worry about how Roshni might react, so they decide to trust fate and leave the matter in God's hands for the right time. Meanwhile, Shakuntala grows frustrated with Renuka's lack of confidence in her professional goals. Despite this, they work together to distribute leaflets promoting Renuka's student-focused offer, striving to reach more people and make her initiative a success. Akash, on the other hand, tries to mend his relationship with Riya after his recent outburst over her mother's involvement. He suggests they go out together, and Riya, touched by his gesture, happily agrees. Back at home, Siali and Sachin worry about the family's reaction to adopting Krish. Renuka arrives, proudly promoting her dance school and announcing that 2 students have already joined. Sachin teases her for being overconfident, while Tejas boasts about his fast success in business. During dinner, Sachin brings up Krish's situation, describing how he has been growing up without parental love. His words touch most of the family, but Riya and others struggle to understand how Krish's mother could leave him. The conversation turns critical, and everyone blames the mother for abandoning her child, which deeply hurts Roshni. Then, Siali announces her decision to adopt Krish as their own. The news shocks the Deshmukh household. Paresh and Riya support the decision, but Renuka opposes it fiercely, unwilling to allow another child into the house and even comparing Krish to a puppy. A heated argument breaks out as Sachin firmly defends their choice. Meanwhile, Roshni fears being exposed in front of her family, adding to the tension. After getting Paresh's support, Sachin is determined to go ahead, ignoring any opposition. Tejas raises doubts about Krish's background, but Sachin dismisses them, focused only on giving the child a loving home. Meanwhile, Roshni fears exposure in her in-laws' family and secretly calls her mother, Supriya Devi, instructing her not to answer Sachin's call about adopting Krish. Supriya Devi, wanting the best for her grandson, believes this adoption would allow Roshni to see Krish regularly, but Roshni refuses to agree. Sachin, anxious, considers visiting Supriya Devi immediately, but Siali persuades him to wait. She explains that a sudden change might upset Krish, and it would be better for him to finish the school year in the village before moving. Sachin reluctantly understands her point and agrees to postpone the adoption. Meanwhile, Siali receives a call from her sister Juhi, who has achieved a distinction in her results, becoming the first graduate in their family. Siali feels immense pride in her sister, and Juhi acknowledges Siali's support in her success. Sachin, moved by the news, wants to do something special for Juhi. Having missed formal education themselves, both Siali and Sachin understand its value and commit to continuing their learning at home, teaching each other to make up for lost opportunities. Paresh is also overjoyed for Juhi, appreciating Siali's sacrifices for her sister's future. However, Renuka dismisses Juhi's success, belittling her achievements and ignoring the significance of her accomplishment. Sachin grows upset after hearing Renuka dismiss Juhi's academic success. Despite Juhi earning a distinction, Renuka belittles her achievement, while Tejas joins in the criticism. In contrast, Riya and Roshni congratulate Juhi warmly. Sachin reassures Siali that he is fully committed to supporting Juhi's future and promises financial help for her higher education. Riya also plans a thoughtful gift, a wristwatch, to honor Juhi. Yet, Renuka remains dismissive, refusing to acknowledge Juhi's hard work. Meanwhile, Roshni becomes increasingly anxious about the growing bond between Sachin and Krish. She fears that if Sachin adopts Krish and learns about the boy's past, her own secrets could be exposed. In a desperate bid to secure her future, Roshni secretly plans to become pregnant with Tejas, hoping it will ensure his continued support even if her past comes to light. Elsewhere, Sachin and Siali visit Shobha's house to celebrate Juhi's academic milestone. Juhi receives her convocation certificate, dedicating her success to Siali and their late father, even offering Siali her convocation robe as a token of gratitude. The moment becomes emotional, with reminders of their father's dreams and comparisons between Juhi's dedication and Dileep's irresponsibility. Sachin and Siali advise Dileep to learn from Juhi, but the boy reacts with anger, feeling humiliated by the constant comparisons. Later, Roshni reviews the family business accounts and notices discrepancies in the monthly income. Tejas casually dismisses her concerns, claiming some money was spent on food. When a salesman offers a credit card to help expand the business, Tejas eagerly considers it, ignoring Roshni's warnings about potential financial trouble. Her frustration and anxiety grow as she struggles to manage Tejas's reckless spending and the heavy burden of protecting her secrets, leaving her emotionally and mentally drained. That's a wrap, fams. See you in the next. Much love.